Hello children, welcome to your English literature class. I hope all of you are keeping well and taking very good care of yourselves. So in today's session, we shall be doing the lesson Pippi Goes to the Circus. So this is the story of an extraordinary girl. I hope you will enjoy the story. Be ready with your textbooks and pencils so we can proceed with the lesson.
So I hope all of you are ready for your visit to the circus. Okay, we'll have a look what a circus looks like. So you can see the tent over here. No, you must have watched in movies also. A tent is put up, okay, in a circus. So what is basically a circus? A circus is a traveling company. There are a lot of performers and they may be different clowns, acrobats, animals, you have the ringmaster. We just have a look at the characters of a circus. So you can see there are pictures. There's a ringmaster over there in the red coat, the juggler, the clown, and acrobats are performing different feats. Okay, so this is the circus where the main character of our story goes and has a wonderful time. So now all of you will get ready with your books so we can start with our lesson. So page number 15 in your textbooks. Okay. So this is the story of Pippi. Pippi was an extraordinarily strong, red-headed, 9-year-old girl whose father was a sea captain. Because she had grown up at sea, she didn't know how much about life on land. So in this lesson, we will see what happens when Pippi's friends Tommy and Annika invite her to go with them to the circus. So Pippi has always stayed on sea. She has never ever have an experience of land. So she doesn't know what life on land is like. A circus had come to the little town and all the children were begging their mothers and fathers for permission to go. Of course, Tommy and Annika asked to go too and their father gave them some money. Clutching it tightly in their hands, they rushed over to Pippi's. So a circus has come to the town and all the children were asking their parents, for permission to go. You want to go somewhere, you need permission. Okay, you will underline the word permission and learn the spelling. And Tommy and Annika, they were Pippi's friends, they also wanted to go. Their parents, father gave them some money. So clutching, they were holding that money tightly. Again, clutching is a new word for you. So they were holding money tightly in their hands and they rushed over to Pippi's. Pippi's means Pippi's house. Pippi, said Tommy, all out of breath because they had been running so fast. Pippi, do you want to go with us to the circus? So Tommy asks Pippi, he's running and running, he's all out of breath, and then he asks Pippi if she wants to go to the circus. I can go with you most anywhere, answered Pippi. But whether I can go to the circus or not, I don't know, because I don't know what a circus is. Does it hurt? So see, Pippi doesn't know what a circus is. See, the spelling also is given wrong. It is written as S-U-R-K-U-S. This shows that Pippi has no knowledge of a circus. So she says, I can go anywhere with you, but I don't know what a circus is. So does it hurt? She thought maybe somebody is going to beat her over there. Silly, said Tommy. Of course it doesn't hurt. It's fun. There are horses and clowns and people that walk the tightrope. Tightrope, there are two poles and a rope is tied and the person walking on the rope showing different feats. There's a question also on this page. What tells us that Tommy and Annika were excited about going to the circus? How do we know? They were all running very fast, holding the money very tightly in their hands. So we know that they are very much excited to visit the circus. But it costs money, said Annika, opening her small fist to see if the shiny $50 and the quarters were still there. So Annika says that it will cost money. If you are going with us to the circus, you will have to pay some money. And then she opens her tiny fist and just checks if the money is there or if it has fallen somewhere. So then she says, Pippi says, I am rich as a troll. She is a very rich person. Okay. She says, I am rich as a troll. So I guess I can buy a circus. Alright. Okay. She says, I can buy one circus. Because she doesn't know what a circus is, no. So she thought she will go and buy the circus. Oh, don't be so silly, said Tommy. You don't buy a circus. It costs money to go and look at it. So Tommy is laughing at his friend and he says that you don't have to buy a circus, okay. Now Pippi has an idea, when you are giving money, you will buy something. But then Tommy tells her you have to watch the circus. For watching, you need to give money. Oh dear, cried Pippi and shut her eyes right tightly. It costs money to look. And here I go around goggling all day long. Goodness knows how much money I have goggled up already. So she says, oh, only for watching I'll have to pay money. I'm not going to buy anything. And throughout she has been goggling. She's been collecting all the money and keeping so much money for herself. And then she has to pay only for watching. So at last Tommy and Anika managed to explain to Pippi what a circus really was. Finally the friends anyhow, they tried to explain and what the circus is, and only then did Pippi agree. She took some money out of her suitcase. Then she put on her hat, which was big as a millstone. Okay, a millstone is a big stone, no, you use for grinding grain. So she wears a big fat hat and off they all went. Pippi, Tommy and Anika came to sit on some beautiful red chairs right next to the ring. This is a marvelous place, said Pippi. So she says, oh, this is a wonderful place. Looking around in astonishment, she's surprised, she's wondering what a beautiful place she has come to. But see, they have spilled sawdust all over the floor. Not that I am over fussy myself, but that does look careless to me. So she says, oh, this place is very nice, but see, they have put sawdust everywhere, huh? Why have they put this and made the place dirty? She's wondering, no? But they have put sawdust so that nobody slips. Here you have two more questions. Why did Pippi shut her eyes? Because she had to pay money, no? She had to pay money for visiting the circus. So she shuts her eyes. Oh God, what is this? She's surprised. What do you think Tommy and Anika told Pippi to make her understand what a circus was? So they must have told her, no, about the clowns and about all the animals she would be watching, and explained that they have to pay money to the ones who are performing. Now this is your own idea. You are writing your own answers for these questions, okay? What concept you have. Tommy explained that all circuses had sawdust on the floor for the horses to run around in. See, as I told you, no? So that they don't slip and fall. It is for the horses to run around there properly. On a platform nearby, the circus band suddenly began to play a thundering march. The curtain in front of the performer's entrance was drawn aside, and the ringmaster in a black frock coat came running into the ring, followed by a coal-black horse. So the ringmaster we saw, he was wearing a red coat, no? Here the ringmaster is wearing a black coat. So what happened? All of a sudden, the band started playing and there was a thundering march. Thundering, learn the spelling. The curtain in front of the performer's entrance. So the curtain was drawn aside. The ringmaster in a black frock coat. The coat was a broad one. He came running into the ring, and a coal-black horse. Coal-black means very as black as coal. Okay. They are comparing the color of the horse. A horse as black as coal. On its back stood a beautiful lady dressed in green silk tights. So this lady was wearing green silk tights, and she was very beautiful. Tights, you know, it's a piece of cloth like trousers. So the program said her name was Miss Carmencita. So the name of this beautiful lady is Miss Carmencita. The horse trotted around in the sawdust, and Miss Carmencita stood calmly on his back and smiled. But then something happened. Just as the horse passed Pippi's seat, something came swishing through the air, and it was none other than Pippi herself. So initially what happens, the horse is trotting in the sawdust, Miss Carmencita is very nicely, peacefully standing on the horse, smiling, everybody is enjoying. But then all of a sudden, as the horse passes Pippi's seat, something came swishing. Swishing means moving through the air, cutting through the air. And who was that? That was Pippi. And there she stood on the horse's back behind Miss Carmencita. Now what did she do, Pippi? She went in flying and she stood on the horse's back behind Miss Carmencita. You can just imagine what a comical spectacle that must have been. At first, Miss Carmencita was so astonished that she nearly fell off the horse. All of a sudden, somebody will come and stand behind you. You are naturally bothered. So she got surprised. Oh, what is this? She was almost falling. She began to push with her hands behind her back to make Pippi jump off. But that didn't work. So she, with her hand, she tried to push Pippi away to make her jump away, but Pippi did not budge. She was there. She did not. Take it easy, said Pippi. Do you think you are the only one who can have any fun? Other people have paid too, haven't they? So Pippi tells Miss Carmencita, take it easy. She means you are standing on the horse and enjoying, no? But I have also paid. We have also paid. Let us also have fun. Then Miss Carmencita tried to jump off herself. But that didn't work either. Because what happened? Pippi was holding her tightly around the waist. Now after this, what happened? Miss Carmencita saw Pippi is not going. She thought, let me only jump. But that also did not work because Pippi was holding her very tightly. There's one more question. Why did Pippi jump onto the horse? Obviously to have some fun. The audience could not help laughing. All the people who were watching, the audience, they kept on laughing. They thought it was very funny, to see Miss Carmencita held tightly against her will. She does not want to stay there, but she is held tightly by a little red-headed youngster who stood there on the horse's back. So they were all finding it very funny, Miss Carmencita is held tightly by Pippi. But the ringmaster didn't laugh. He is getting annoyed. His show is being spoilt. So the ringmaster did not laugh. He turned toward an attendant in a red uniform and made a sign to him to go and stop the horse. So he signaled, there are attendants everywhere to help them. So he signaled towards an attendant and told him to go and stop the horse. Is this act already over? Asked Pippi in a disappointed tone. Just when we were having so much fun. So disappointed again is a new spelling for you. So she asks, is the act already over? She's very disappointed. That means she's not happy. She's very sad. She wanted to have more fun. She says, just now I started having fun and it's already over. Get off the horse, said the ringmaster. So the ringmaster is commanding her, to get away from the horse. Pippi looked at him sadly. Why are you annoyed with me? She asked. What is the matter? I thought we were to have fun. So she said, why are you angry with me? Why are you annoyed with me? What is the matter? I thought we were here to have fun. She skipped off the horse and went back to her seat. But now 2 huge guards came to remove her from the circus. So she skipped off the horse, went back to the seat. But then what happened? They did not want her to stay. 2 guards came and they wanted to remove her from the circus. They took hold of her and tried to lift her up. But they couldn't do it. Pippi sat absolutely still. They tried to pull her and remove her from the seat, but she was sitting there firm and it was impossible to budge her. Although they tried as hard as they could. I told you, she was not budging. Even when she was on the horse, she did not want to move. Now here she is sitting on the seat. She was not ready to move. At last, they shrugged their shoulders and went off. Pippi smiled and she sat and watched the rest of the show. So they could not remove her, so they just shrugged, helpless, they cannot do anything. So they just shrugged their shoulders and went away. Pippi kept on smiling and she sat and watched the rest of the show. So I hope you all must have enjoyed the story. The last question says, which word tells us how Pippi felt when the horse was stopped? The word disappointed, she was disappointed, very sad when the horse was stopped. So now what you are going to do is, you are going to read the chapter carefully, underline all the difficult words for yourself so that you can learn the spellings and try to learn the meanings of the new words. Okay. In the next session, we shall be discussing the exercises from the chapter. So till then, take good care of yourself. Bye and thank you.